peloton is absolutely shattered to pieces. It's a folly, I think, to think in those terms. Thomas de Gent has saved it for today. He's right up with the race leader, the man, bearded figure there from Lotto Soudal, black, white and red colours, just takes a position on the shoulder of the race leader, Ethan Hayter. Wants to lead the group up and over the climb, as if to say, I'm the man. There's a clear agenda here. Every time it's closed up, a Jumbo-Visma is going to go on the attack, and they're going to cover everything that's going up the road. DSM putting those black jerseys into the chase. This is an interesting one, and it hasn't quite entirely solidified. You can tell they're absolutely flat chatted. Is it Vingegaard again who's found some form here? Niels Pollitt has decided that it's time to get racing in this event. Hayter is playing an absolute blinder. He's running short of teammates in the last a couple of kilometers, but just following the wheels nicely. This sustained little effort from Niels Pollitt. Another dig again from Pollitt. And it's Hayter that's closing. I wonder at this. Hayter's kind of running short of friends here. He, I think, really could use an Ineos Grenadiers rider or two. And Ineos Grenadiers retake command of the peloton, and Ethan Hayter, who may have felt a little bit lonely up there for a little while, now finds that he's got all the teammates he needs. The latest salvo being fired by Team Jumbo-Visma. Would you believe it? It looks like Hayter, is it? Or is it a Rival rider? Maybe when we get in tight, we get a better idea. But Jumbo-Visma trying to cover everything. He's going to have a look over at the group and see when he needs to slot back in. Meanwhile, yet another attack coming. Is that Pedersen again? We're going to have to close this one down because Mads Pedersen's gone racing today. Fancies this one. He's got some daylight. He won't ask for company now. The towing it back, 23 seconds now, 10.5 kilometers to go. This is a critical moment. It's been a brave effort, and I think Mads Pedersen has left his sprint out there. Now he's going to try and tow Ineos Grenadiers to glory, and it's going to be tough to come off his wheel. They're all lining up. Mads Pedersen is going to be led out by his GC man, the leader of the Young Rider classification. Uno X trying to get involved in the push for glory here, but look at the big man. Alexander Kristoff is in prime position, third in line. It's Mads Pedersen that's going to lead out. Alexander Kristoff, has he got the legs for this one? Up the hill, going to the line. It's Mads Pedersen from Alexander Kristoff. Pedersen and Kristoff not going to get there. It's Pedersen, would you believe it? He survived, and he had a sprint for glory. And up the finishing ramp to the line, the former world champion Mads Pedersen has taken stage 3 of Tour of Norway. Confirmation of the finishing order at the conclusion of stage 3, with Mads Pedersen getting the win ahead of Alexander Kristoff. Mike Tunison up for third 2 days in a row. Marcus Hulgaard, good effort from him, in fourth. Ethan Hayter will have to make do with fifth.
Mads Pedersen, you went in a long solo break, were caught, and you still had the power to finish it off in a sprint against Alexander Kristoff. How is that even possible?
Yeah, we had some stop and goes the last 60 Ks, and with 22 to go, I had a really good moment to attack over a small top, and quite fast I got a good gap. But yeah, I think some guys behind Jumbo-Visma, they didn't agree on that, so they were pulling good to catch me back, and they did. And then yeah, I was suffering like a pig the last 5 Ks, but Matthias and Julian, they did a really good job to keep me out of troubles and, you know, keep believing in me and my sprint, and I'm just happy I could finish it off.
One win in the Tour of Denmark after a difficult Tour de France. Another victory here. What does this mean to you?
Yeah, it's super nice to win and be back in the rhythm, and as I just told you, my first pro victory was here in Norway, and it's nice to add another one to the CV, so that's pretty nice.
Enjoy the win.
Thank you.
Here's your overall general classification. Still 15 seconds advantage for Ethan Hayter ahead of Ida Schelling. Mike Tunison pairs a few seconds back. He's third at 25. Christian Oswald sits in fourth. Hulgaard in fifth now. James Shaw sixth. Eriksson, Jensen, Trajan and Combo, your top 10. Points classification, Ethan Hayter still hanging on to the lead. It's now Mike Tunison sitting in second place from Ida Schelling. Osvold, Helgaard, Shaw, Van der Sande, Pedersen, Jensen and Beestrom. Combination of stage winners and of course those riders that are prominent in general classification. And the mountains classification, that's done and dusted in favour of Anton Scharmig. It's a 1-2-3 for Denmark at the moment. That's Rabeck and Emil Iversen from the breakaways today and yesterday. And the best young rider is, of course, Matthias Skelmose Jensen. Great lead out for him today for Mads Pedersen. He'll be very proud of that. And he leads the best young rider classification by 20 seconds over Mark Donovan